don't know if words can really describe it. I know she really spent a lot of time down here, which coincides with your sacral chakra or solar plexus. She also said it'll enhance my leadership qualities and confidence, which I'm really excited about.
She covered my ears. She was here, and it's hard to tell because it is the ears. Like, it changes your hearing. It changed my whole world, you know. So immediately, I was like in a very different place, in a very different soundscape, and experiencing the park, I think, in a very different way. It was serene, calming, centering.
Felt really intimate because for like the first couple seconds she like stares at you, like eye to eye contact, and then she like places her hands on you, respectfully of course, and then she like sits there and you can tell she's like feeling whatever she's feeling, but you don't really understand what she's feeling, so you're kind of just like sitting there like, ooh, what's going on?
Yeah, I was wondering if it's like if she can feel like some sort of like health issue or something like that on the body, because I have problems with my knees. So it was interesting that she chose that part to touch.
My name is Dr. Sun Pandey. Sun is my first name, Pandey is my last name. And she held my head, that's where she chose to put her hands. And she held my head for a long amount of time, and we shared some energy. She was smiling at me, I was smiling at her. And after holding my head and sharing this space for some time and connecting energetically, she let me go. And I stepped outside the circle and went to my cousin. And then I saw her take the brush and the ink and start to draw on the canvas. And as I looked, what she drew was a picture of the sun. And that's me, that's my name. I am the sun. And I could not believe that she got that from holding my head and standing in silence with me and connecting energy to energy. She totally picked that up and drew it.
I was nervous going in at first. I don't know, it's just, everybody's watching. And, you don't really know how you're going to feel inside. But when I went inside, when I went inside, it's just, you don't really notice other people. And then she kind of just like looks at you, and then she just like, she'll touch you somewhere, and I felt quite peaceful, quite calm after. And yeah, it was a nice experience for me.
I also thought it was quite a peaceful experience. It's almost as if she was kind of reading each person and then drawing a part of each person on one big piece of art. So it felt nice. Yeah, it felt relaxing. It felt calm, and yeah, I'm happy to have been part of it.
Yeah, I would say it was pretty soothing. It's not often that a stranger will put their hands on you, and she felt like she was very still and secure in herself, which I imagine enables most participants to feel a sense of peace as well. And I think it's an interesting form of seeing, right? To lay hands on a person that you don't know, and then based off of a wordless exchange to kind of express what you feel about that person.
We made eye contact for like a good 20-30 seconds, and I was like, very intense look, you know what I mean? And then, I think she's like sensing me or like feeling me up something. And then eventually she put her hands on my belly. Now, I'm gonna be honest guys here. I was like, obviously holding my belly in a little bit because like, I don't want her to feel my fat. But like, after a while, I couldn't hold it anymore. So I was just like breathing fully in and out. And I think that's when she like noticed, okay, this is this guy's energy. And then obviously she gave me another intense look. And then she stepped back, said like, thank you. I was like, that's quite a warming thank you, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, said thank you, and I stepped out. And then I just see her like draw the lines. Now, I don't know if that's like a good or like bad thing.
Nice, peaceful.
Oh, class.
Just that. He's out of words. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but stepping into a circle of just felt like a calming presence and serenity, and really just like deep connection to a complete stranger that I didn't know, and it felt really beautiful.
Honestly, it was a new experience. I didn't really know what the deal was. Like, I'm pretty open to things. I just thought like definitely something new, never seen anything like this before. I'm very intrigued to what the symbol that she drew means, and I don't really know if I'm gonna get the answer, but like, you know, it was cool. You know, just live a little, do new things, you know.
I thought the experience was very interesting, just seeing it in the park. I think it's a really smart way to just like bring in people, and I do think that it's like people connecting with each other is such a huge thing, and I think this artwork really shows that and represents that. Well, it was like a cylinder box with 2 triangles next to it, and I think it means like balance. That's the message I got from it, and so I hope that I'm right.
You know, I mean, it's like one of the more normal things in this park, but I really don't know what those symbols mean, but like she clearly took her time doing the experiment and doing the art installation, so it seemed like there was actual effort in what she was doing. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what each of the symbols mean, or at least what they mean to her.
This is my first time to participate in a performance art, and it's really I feel everything like surround us is really noisy, but inside that circle is silence. I can feel my smile is very more sensitive, but my eye is just a lost focus. That is a totally new experience for me. I really like it, love it.
I wish I could have chilled out a little bit more before it. I felt a bit stiff. But it was kind of fun to like see how our bodies would react to each other, like slight pushes and pulls, slight like tensing. And like for me it felt like there's times where it leads, there's times when it follows, or times when like the wind kind of like pushes us off to one side a little bit, and just like feeling that interplay.
And looking at it, I was skeptical. I wanted to know what it was. Like it said, follow your own intuition, let her intuition guide you. And I was looking for guidance. It hurts to say that. Hopefully somewhere later on in time in life, what she feels and what she knows comes to light. It's just hard. It's tough, but it's good.
This was one of the first times in my life I went through an experience like this. I understand it's a happening or a performance because I teach art as well. But I've always talked about it. And it's interesting that when you're so close in proximity to the artist, you start connecting to the energy. So as the artist put her hand onto my chest, in fact, I could feel my breathing going up. And that was interesting how sometimes these kind of experiences create inward energies between 2 characters. Could be a spectator and the artist. So it was very experiential. And interestingly, there was some kind of a positive vibe going through it. So I think the artist must be experiencing that. And the way she's made an inverted lotus, which is kind of a symbol of beauty also, and a lot of vibrant energy. I wish her a lot of success in what her experience and experiment is all about. Thank you so much.
For me, that experience was a deep pause. My day has been, as I'm sure most people's days in New York, has been full and has been dense and has been energetic. And stepping into that perimeter created this space where I could deeply drop into presence with myself, and I could feel my breath expand for the first time in hours and hours, which was beautiful. It's a gift. Having known Xin a little bit, it definitely felt like meeting her anew. There was something about the space that was created, and that was the most presence we've shared together. We've passed each other so many times in the hallway, we've said hello, we've introduced ourselves, we've seen each other's art. There was like a new level of like intimacy and connection that was availed just now in that perimeter.
I feel calm. It was like, this is actually my first, like this kind of experience I've never been through. And I was a little nervous because I know I was being watched by other people as well. But I feel calm, and because she's my friend, so I know like hard to explain, but I feel a warm flow from her. So it was a very healing experience.
I actually feel so. I'm fine. I feel I'm fine. I'm good. All the people, when I touch them, it's kind of like the flow. They through me. They can't be like exist on my body, but they go through me, and then I transfer that into different symbols, which I create today. All the time I see like people make the eye contact with me. You know, that's something I feel it. Yeah, maybe some people shy, maybe they're sincere, or maybe they don't know what's going on. I can see both people. I can really see their eyes, know what they're thinking. That's what I feel. I want to really engage with human beings. Yeah, that's a wonderful part of the art. Yes. Yes, I'm good.